this is so beautiful. I could really imagine myself living here. But just $399,000? Really? Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to another episode in my series of hunting for a condo under $500,000 in the GTA Toronto. So as you guys might know, a while ago I put an offer on a condo that I really liked, but unfortunately that didn't work out. But the search goes on, and today we're actually going to look at another unit. It's larger, it's above 50 square meters or 500 square feet and listed at $399,000, which we think is quite impossible. We're 100% sure that it will be sold for a lot above the listing price. But anyways, we really like the unit from what we saw online, so we're gonna take a look at that. We found this unit on Zolo.ca, one of the many websites where you can hunt for properties, and this one is on the 5th floor. It's really spacious and it's downtown in the fashion district. So a really central location. So let's go and check it out. So now here we're at Portland Street. This is in the fashion district next to downtown. So as you can see, this area is pretty lively here. A lot of restaurants, a lot going on. This location here is really perfect for people who love being close to the city center or who work downtown. To be honest, I prefer living in a quieter area, but if I could get this property for, let's say, $450,000, then yes, count me in. I really hope that it's not going to be too crowded, that there will not be too many people. So this is the building, 66 Portland. Looks pretty nice. One thing that's different about this viewing is that this is an open house. 66 Portland Pleasant and 1070. I like how it looks from the outside. This building actually looked pretty decent. But now let's go into the building and take a closer look.
Welcome. To visit a resident, select the person on the list.
So in case you've never been to an open house before, this is roughly how it works. So during an open house, normally the property is open to the public, meaning that anyone can just come and view the property, usually without needing an appointment. But if you have a realtor, then you can arrange an appointment with the realtor to visit the unit together. So this is the lobby. Looks pretty neat, and we're going up the elevator. And by the way, this is on the 5th floor, and before walking into the unit, we just took a quick peek out of the window at the other edge of the hall. So this is not the view from the condo itself. This is the hallway, quite a lot of units, but I don't think that there are more than 20 units on the floor. So we arrived at the unit, and yes, the door was locked. So even though it was an open house, they didn't just leave the door wide open. And of course, shoes off. For me, the shoes off thing is not a surprise at all, because as is the case for most Asians, but perhaps also in many other cultures, before you step into your home and even other people's home, you would take off your shoes. So stepping into the unit, it really didn't disappoint. It was exactly how it looked like on the website. It was really so beautiful, and I really love the style. I love the high ceilings and the exposed ceilings with this kind of industrial look. And I know it's not for everyone, but it just happened to be the style that I really love. And it also had these really huge bright windows, which of course for me as a content creator is super important. So I would say they did a really awesome job with the staging. They really set up this apartment. They furnished, decorated it in a way that made it shine. And I was saying to my husband that, okay, if we were to get this unit, then they could just leave all the furniture there, because I really loved everything about it. By the way, guys, if you found this video interesting and useful so far, then please do let me know by hitting the like button. And also, I'd really be curious to know more about you. Where are you currently in your own house hunting process? Please do share that with me in the comments below. I would really love to hear from you. And this is the kitchen. It looked really modern and sleek, and the backsplash was also really pretty, which of course made me even more skeptical. $399,000? Really? I don't think so, but let's keep on looking. So walking over to the window, this is the view that we would have if we were to live here. Just another apartment building across the street, but it's far enough so it wasn't too bad of a view. Now let's talk a bit about the price. Because seriously, if we could actually get this condo for $399 or even $450,000, then yes, give me the papers, I'll sign it right away. So interestingly, at the unit, the realtors set up this board here where they listed previous sales of units in the same building. And I know it's a bit small here, but let me just read out a few examples to you. So here, for example, there's another one-bedroom apartment that sold at $570,000. And that was in the year 2021. Then there was another unit sold in 2022 at $1.4 million, but that one was a 2-bedroom loft unit. But that kind of gave us a better idea of the price ranges, the potential selling price that would apply in this case. But anyways, let's just continue to check out the whole unit. So this is the reverse view. If you stand at the window and look back at the entrance, you can see the kitchen in the hallway, and then right across it is actually the bedroom. And the bedroom has these large windows to let the light in. This is a layout that I oftentimes see in smaller units. Because the unit is so small and you have a lot of limitations in terms of where to place the bedroom, you don't really want to place the bedroom in the front because it would block your entire view. And that is why in many layouts, they tend to put the bedroom closer to the entrance, but then you have the problem of getting no light. And that is why oftentimes they install these windows. So you have a window within a unit. But I would say that it still worked well because the window used the same finishing as many other components in the unit. And this is the bedroom, so it's quite small, but I think it's just what you need. It fits, I think, a queen-size bed and a little nightstand on one side, and on the other side you have a huge wardrobe that covers the entire wall. So again, the tall ceilings really help. If you have a small unit, the height of the ceilings really makes a big difference. Even though this place is just 45, 50-ish square meters small, it does kind of feel spacious because of the tall ceilings. Now let's check out the bathroom. The bathroom is pretty standard, but again, very nicely staged. It's rather on the small side, but it does have a bathtub. So looking at the living room again, do I like this apartment? Yes, I really do like it. But let's just pause here for a moment. There's something really important I need to tell you. While I and my husband were observing the unit, we overheard the seller's realtor talking to a person who was also viewing the unit. So that person was asking the realtor, hey, $399,000, is that the real price? So the person basically wanted to know whether $399,000 is actually the price that the seller expects or if there's something else at play. And surprisingly, the realtor was very honest about it. So he talked a bit about the $399,000 price to the person, and in the end he said, well, you know the game. So yes, it is a game. And I wouldn't necessarily say that there's something really wrong about it, but it's just very annoying for the potential buyer, especially for newbies, for people who do not know much about the property market here in Toronto. So what does it mean, this game? So this is a tactic that is oftentimes used in the property industry. I'm not saying that everyone does this, but this tactic is oftentimes used to attract tons of bidders. And it makes sense in a way. If you put a price of $399,000 for this kind of apartment, a high quality apartment in a very central location, and it's an open house, guess what happens? Dozens of people will come to view the unit on the same day. So tons of people come to view the unit, and when you visit the unit, you notice that someone else is already there eyeing the unit, and at the same time another person is stepping into the unit, and you just become aware of the competition. And that is a very effective way for the seller to spark this bidding war among the potential buyers, because they know that another 10, 20, or even 50 people view the unit, and that at a price of $399,000, there will potentially be a lot of offers. So this only becomes a problem when you are someone who doesn't understand anything about the property market and you think that $399,000 is the real price. And you come there with the expectation that yes, perhaps there will be a bidding war, but maybe the price will end up being like $420,000, $425,000, and you will be super disappointed because that is not the case at all. That is why that when you view units online, I would highly recommend to you to do market research before you even go and view the unit. Try and compare it to other units that are similar that have also been sold in that area to kind of get a feel about what the price per square meter is for comparable units. So that way you can save yourself a lot of disappointment. You will know that this kind of apartment, although it's listed at $399K, will likely sell for Let's talk about that in a second. So we saw enough and it was time to go. So the unit was really, really nice, but as we looked at the price list of comparable units sold last year, there was one that was almost the same. That went for $600,000. So I'm pretty sure that this one might get 620 or 630 or something like that. Interestingly, we were the 33rd group, so there were like 32 groups before us who saw the unit, and it's not just today. Tomorrow they also still have open house, so I guess there might be like 80 or 100 people looking at that unit, and that can really drive the price up. So we're pretty sure not going to put in an offer for that, as there's like a 0 chance that they would take our offer, because we're looking for something much lower than that. But it was a really good experience. I mean, at least we know what the unit looked like from inside the building, and we've explored a new area, and yeah, we kind of got to know the game a bit better. So fast forward 7 days, and yes, that is how long the unit stayed on the market, which is quite fast. I mean, there are units that sell within just a few days, but in this kind of market, especially at that time, 7 days was pretty fast. So as we were subscribers to Zolo.ca, we would get a regular update on units that we liked and viewed online. So they sent us an email notifying us that the unit was sold at a whopping $610,000. So what did I think of that? It was actually quite expected. I mean, looking at the historical sales, this is more than reasonable. If something similar in 2021 sold at $570,000, yes, then most likely in 2023 it will sell for more. So at $610,000, although yes, it is quite expensive, but I would say overall it's a reasonable price considering the quality of the unit, but especially the location. I mean, come on, it's downtown. It's so close to the CN Tower. So it was a no for us at that time. But again, guys, don't worry. We were not too disappointed, not at all, because we were already eyeing another apartment. And this time, this condo that we were about to view made much more sense. It was not in downtown. It was located further away from the city, and hence it would be cheaper. It was a beautiful condo with tons of great amenities, and the pricing just made a lot more sense. So we were really excited about this, and we forgot all about this 66 Portland thing. But if you want to know more about our next house viewing and want to know whether or not that one finally worked out, then join me in the next video. Guys, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.